Starfleet command. If you can read us, do not, repeat, do not send help. Last, warn Starfleet, the Borg have returned.
Borg? Nope. Turn the ship around. Turn around. We ain't dealing with no Borg. Let the Enterprise take care of this one. Hi, I'm Ben Kai, and today I get to finally do a Star Trek video. This one is about the old-timey FMV game Star Trek Borg. Now, FMV games were pretty hot back then, with many game companies opting to do the full motion video route instead of rendering 3D graphics. Mostly because 3D was not very good at the time. No, it wasn't very good at all. While FMV brought real-life images to video games, they were pretty hokey in terms of how they played and the acting talent it drew.
I got him! Hey! The map to the hideout's in the mine, but you've got to talk to the prospector first.
Meaning B-movie level bad. Star Trek Borg was different though, because it had the one and only Q in the game. Any Star Trek fan knows who Q is.
Perhaps I should introduce myself. I imagine you've heard of me though, Q. It's short for Q.
The fan-favorite omnipotent being who is always playing hijinks on the crew of the Enterprise. While appearing to be a bad guy at first, he's actually a pretty swell guy.
Q, member of the Q Continuum, and an all-around swell guy.
See? Q knows it.
It's good to be a Q.
He gets the lead role for Borg, and is arguably at his best in this game.
You want to kill Borg? What's sentient? Yet still barbaric bipedal hominid wouldn't.
Can't say that for the rest of the cast.
Why is it always the difficult species that are the most adaptable? The Borg adapt their environment to suit their needs. True adaptability involves changing oneself to suit their environment.
I'm so glad you cleared that up.
Yeah. The game was released in 1996 on 3 CD-ROMs, and just looks, well, it looks, it kind of, well, you see, it's sort of it's just bad. It ran at 15 FPS at a resolution of 312 by 232p. For comparison, here's a 1080p image. Now I'll scale it down to 232p.
Can't see the line, can you, Russ?
No.
You also can't even buy the thing anymore, and no digital store has it. So, guess that's the end of the video. But wait, a man that goes by the name Owen Davies on YouTube has done the impossible, the incredible, the incomprehensible. You can see the errors in the game's filming now. Playable at up to 1440p. That's like 1208 more p. And we're gonna go check it out. You play as Cadet Furlon. His dad died at the Battle of
Wolf 359 and found that fleet of ships and found your father and killed them all.
That's right, and he served aboard
And the USS Righteous, such a noble name, Righteous, was hit by an unknown Borg weapons discharge and vaporized. Vaporized! Whew. No trace.
Yes, that's right too. And so Q goes and takes it back to the past. You know, you want to just tell the story? You just introduce the characters.
The bridge of the USS Righteous. Your father's ship.
The Tolstoy just took a major hit.
This is him, isn't it? Well, I can see the family resemblance. Look at him. He's barely older than you are. He shouldn't be in security. But 4 hours ago, the real security officer, Lieutenant Sprint, was killed, and this first-year ensign had to take his place. And because of his inexperience, everybody on board, including your father, will be killed. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Thaddeus Quint. He actually tried to save Sprint's life, but as you can see, he failed, the old goat.
The Borg cube is firing.
Evasive maneuvers.
After the ship is destroyed, Q
So,
dang it, Q! I'm trying to narrate a video here!
to avenge his death? You're not afraid of a little space-time continuum meddling, are you, Cadet? No, I thought not. Shall we?
I'll take it from here, Q. So Q has sent our cadet 4 hours further into the past, right at the moment when Tactical Officer Sprint is killed. Q assumes Dr. Quint's role, and you can control Sprint and make choices that will alter the course of history. So I'm going to scan the Borg in front of Sprint, because we all know that the phaser would obviously...
Excuse me, am I mistaken? But isn't there a Borg on the bridge trying to control the ship? What are you gonna do? Scan it to death?
Wait, so violence is the right course? Okay, guess I should just shoot first and ask questions later.
Security alert!
Shoot her! Shoot her!
Shoot first, ask later. That's how this game works. We just shoot everything. Eh?
If I told you to jump into a Signian vortex, would you do it? You're a sentient being of sorts. Try using this.
Oh, I shot the wrong thing. Supposed to shot the console. My bad. Next event. Which one do I pull? Try the first one.
Ooh, this thing is amazing. It has information about places, systems, even people. Look at that. Did you know that Counselor Baraka was a champion horse jumper?
Oh, now it's time to use the scanner. Trying to see if we can figure this thing out.
Cardassians,
Oh, look at all these entries. Cardassians, turds,
Klingons,
honorable.
humans,
Yep, we're the best.
Vulcan.
Well, we all know that.
Please, everybody knows about Vulcans. Dull, logical, unemotional, cousins to the Romulans. And I hope you're not going to ask me to tell you about them, because I won't. Ugh!
I take it he's not a fan.
Andropov to Sprint. I'm waiting for you down in the core room, Lieutenant.
You do know how to get to the core room, don't you, Sprint?
Yeah, how hard can it be? All you do is just talk into the computer and tell him, computer core room, please. Deck 6, computer core room. This don't look like computer control room. Actually, this looks a lot like Voyager's hallways. Oh, did they change this ship around? This isn't like my ship at all. Q, you little dirty trickster.
Sprint, we're waiting.
I believe you're wanted in the computer core control room.
Oh, mercy.
Why? Because I can.
Classic Q.
It's obviously Borg.
Great detective work, Sherlock. You figured I went all by yourself?
Question is, how do we remove it? Sprint, you're the security officer. What do you think?
Well, it appears to be a standard Borg-type device thing. We could try touching it, using one of these doohickey devices, maybe upping the EMP fields and...
Mr. Sprint is right. Until we know more about Borg technology, I don't think we should make any attempts to interfere with the implant directly.
Yep, totally. I was just totally going to suggest not touching it at all. Yep, but I'm going to touch it anyway. I did it for the lols.
Meddling with things you don't understand again? You know, I think I'm learning something here. Hubris. That's what I don't like about you people. Your ignorance of the working of the galaxy is unparalleled, and yet you continue to blunder ahead as if you knew what were going on.
Well, it's easy when you can just reload. Another Borg doohickey to play with. Let's do the most logical thing and merge it with our computer core.
This one's free. Don't do it.
Yeah, I'm still gonna do it.
Idiot.
Q, you ought to know by now I'm gonna do the dumbest thing.
Ensign Targus's implant works along the same basic principles as the Borg circuit. She might be able to interface with it.
Logical. Plus, it looks like it fits there right on your head. Mighty convenient, isn't it?
Resistances!
Oh no. See? I knew this was a bad idea. She's gone total Borg on us. Knock her out with a hypo spray.
All evoke responses are negative. She's as good as dead. No, she'd be better off if she were dead. Maybe you should have just shot her. You want to go back and you want to try that?
Okay.
She's dead.
Come on, Q, you knew that was gonna happen. Let's try putting this Borg doohickey on the other Borg doohickey and see what happens.
Targus?
Hey, why ain't you putting it on there?
I'm sorry.
Oh no. See, I knew she was crazy. I knew it. I knew it was right to shoot her. Give me the Borg thingy. You don't know how to use it. I'm the one that's just. I'm the man. Now look what you made me do. So since the crazy lady broke that last Borg doohickey, we've been beamed aboard the Borg Cube to go find another one. But personally, I'm ready to just knock myself out and get assimilated already.
Sprint, what have you done?
He sent himself into a Bajani pain trance.
Just end it, man. Just end it. Goodbye, world.
Oh, smart move. Sending yourself into a Bajani trance before you get Borgified.
Huh? You mean that was the right path? Well, why not?
I'll wait team to righteous. 3 to beam directly to computer core.
Now I've got a whole bunch of Borg doohickeys.
The Borg implant's programming is shutting down, Captain.
Take me to the end of the game, Q.
Oh, all right. Here we are again, back at the beginning. But this time, you are security, instead of that little mouse of an ensign.
The Tolstoy just took a major hit.
Are you going to be able to save him or not?
Intruder alert.
Security, guys.
It's in your hands. Security!
A phone number, maybe? There's only one number I know of that'll knock out a Borg. 8675309. Borgy, Borgy, you've been knocked out now.
The Borg cube is pulling away, sir. It's ignoring us completely as if we weren't here.
It thinks we've been vaporized. For a minute there, I thought we would be.
I wonder what chance the Starfleet forces have of stopping the Borg at Earth.
Actually, they will succeed.
How do you know that, Quint?
I told you already. I'm an omnipotent being. I'm afraid the lieutenant died about 4 hours ago. Not my doing. He was supposed to die. Just as all of you, I'm afraid, are supposed to be vaporized here at Wolf 359. My little friend here wanted a chance to come back and save this ship from destruction. And to my great surprise, he succeeded.
So you were just pretending to be Sprint. Why? Who are...
Kayla. Please. I'm trying to figure this out. As I said, I didn't expect Cadet Kalen to succeed here.
You literally gave me infinite tries. How could I not fail?
If we stay here alive, it corrupts the timeline. Our future, but Kalen's past. What are you going to do?
Well, the easy thing would be to just obliterate you all, but then that wouldn't be fair now, would it? On the other hand, I do want to protect the timeline.
Where are we, Lieutenant?
We are still at Wolf 359, sir. We have jumped ahead more than 10 years.
It's clever. I don't understand. We disappeared from Wolf 359 exactly when history says we did. Timeline is unaffected and we're still alive. Thanks to you, Cadet.
I'm picking up a vessel 34 Mark 216, heading on a course for Earth. It's the Borg.
What are your orders, sir?
We're a Starfleet ship in Federation space. We may be 10 years behind the times, but I bet we know a thing or two more about the Borg than anyone else in this time.
What? How not to die?
Lay in a pursuit course.
This is a bad idea, Cap. Look, I've seen First Contact. The Enterprise wins. There's no reason to go.
Engage.
They are all gonna die.
You're just too stupid to live.